Hello, my name is Sarah Reese, and the purpose of this video is to give you, the viewer, the difference between the Scrum and Agile methodologies. What is Scrum? What is Agile? You may have heard of these terms being thrown in a conversation when a project within a company is coming up, or perhaps you may have never heard of these terms before. Well, today we are going to give you some insight on both Scrum and Agile. Scrum and Agile are very close in both implementation and design, but the differences are what separate them even more. Scrum is a framework that had been born from the methodology that Agile utilizes. When it comes to software development, current methods of project management simply weren't cutting it. Scrum was created by Ken Schwaber and Jeff Sutherland during the early 1990s. After testing this, they presented their findings to object-oriented programming systems, languages, and applications, also known as OOPSLA. Scrum is now the most popular Agile project management methodology for most industries. Overall, Scrum utilizes the same approach as Agile, in which the project is split into smaller sections known as sprints. These are the focus points and dedicated timeframes in which certain parts of a project are to be accomplished by deadlines. This allows for more flexibility in various environments and collaborations between different departments within an organization.
Thank you, Sarah. So, what is Agile? Agile overall is a project management methodology that focuses on short bursts of completion in order to manage the ever-changing aspect of a project. With this being the case, what are the principles of Agile? The principles of Agile include customer satisfaction as the highest priority through rapid and continuous delivery. Changing environments are embraced at any stage of the process to provide the customer with a competitive advantage. A product or service is delivered with higher frequency. Stakeholders and developers collaborate closely on a daily basis. All stakeholders and team members remain motivated for optimal project outcomes, while teams are provided with all the necessary tools and support, and are also trusted to accomplish project goals. Face-to-face meetings are deemed the most efficient and effective format for project success. A final working product is the ultimate measure of success. Sustainable development is accomplished through agile processes whereby development teams and stakeholders are able to maintain a constant and ongoing pace. Agility is enhanced through a continuous force of technical excellence and proper design. Simplicity is an essential element. Self-organization teams are more likely to develop the best architectures and meet designs and to meet requirements. Regular intervals are used by teams to improve efficiency through fine-tuning behaviors. These are the principles that the Agile approach encompasses. But now, let us discuss the benefits. The benefits of Agile include increased flexibility, increased productivity, increased transparency, higher quality deliverables, decreased risk of missed objectives, increased stockholder engagement and satisfaction, more rapid deployment of solutions, reduced waste through minimization of resources, increased flexibility and adaptability to change, increased success through more focused efforts, faster turnaround times, faster detection of issues and defects, optimized development processes, a lightweight framework, optimal project control, increased focus on specific customer needs, increased frequency of collaboration and feedback. Furthermore, there are cons when using the Agile method of project management. This includes that it can be bad to implement with inexperienced teams. The requester needs to have a good idea of the project requirements. And lastly, it will have similar issues to that of Scrum and other Agile-based methodologies also. Overall, Agile is the big brother to Scrum and other Agile-based methodologies. I will now move the presentation to John, who will explain how Scrum actually works.
Thank you, Griffin. Scrum is a type of Agile approach. It is a framework, not a methodology. It does not provide detailed instructions to what needs to be done, but rather, most of it is dependent on the team that is developing the software. Because by developing the project, the team members now know how the problem can be solved, and that is why much of it is left on the team. Cross-functional and self-organizing teams are essential when using Scrum. There is no team leader in this case, who will assign tasks to team members. Rather, the whole team addresses the issues or problems. It is cross-functional in the way that everyone is involved in the project, right from the idea to the implementation of the project. The advantage of Scrum is that a project's direction to be adjusted is based on the completed work, not on the speculation or the predictions. So, who is involved? The roles involved include the product owner, the Scrum Master, and the team members. The Agile methodology builds software applications that are unpredictable in nature, iterative, and they're incremental. Work cadences called sprints are used in these methodology. Both Agile and Scrum follows the system. Now, some of the features are developed as a part of the sprint, and at the end of each sprint, the features are completed right from coding, testing, and their integration into the actual product. A demonstration of the functionality is provided to the owner at the end of each sprint so that feedback can be taken, in which case it can be helpful in order to make the next sprint more useful. Now, in conclusion, just to talk about what we discussed, Scrum is an incredibly team-based product, taking incredible gains and losses, both based on the inputs of the team and the product owners. As expected, high teamwork leads to increased outputs, and the reverse are also true. The entirety of the process is also a learning experience for all. It gives everyone their own small bit of responsibility and focuses during a project and allows them to learn from their take and their contribution. Scrum can be implemented into any project, but requires a particular type of individual, which the required skill set is needed in order for success. There is also certifications that you can get in order to be known as a Scrum Master.